There we go. Feeling good. It's LA's 97.1 Amp Radio. It's McCabe, and tonight we are very excited to have in studio singer, songwriter, producer, and artist that you should have on the top of your playlist, Trevor Daniel. How are you?
Yo.
What's going on?
I mean, I'm here.
You're here. You
I'm
made
excited.
it. I'm
amped.
You're amped up. I have not heard that. Trevor, you had a sold-out show last night at the Roxy. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's massive. Have you performed? Have you had like your own headlining show at the Roxy before?
Not at the Roxy.
What was so special about last night? I mean, I saw a lot of it on social media. I was unfortunately working, but was it like an emotional night?
Dude, yeah, I was trying to hold it back the whole time. It was crazy just because I couldn't see people that much at the beginning. I could see the front, and then the lights would move, and I would see another section. I'm like, dude, I did not realize this place went that far back. And then, yeah, it was just crazy. I kept seeing different sections of people.
I was going to say, we were talking off mic that you have kind of a fan base that goes from young kids to kind of older grandparents as well that were hanging out at the Roxy, which is crazy. And you have kind of also a phone obsession with taking phones from fans. So last night, did it kind of get out of hand with taking the phones?
That was an accident, I guess. I just didn't realize how much I was doing it until, I guess, the last phone, which I couldn't really remember because the light moved right when I took the phone, and I knew it was one of these two girls. It's just, I hope they got the right phone.
So at shows, you like to be a very nice, accommodating artist, and if a fan wants a video or something, you usually take the phone and perform with it.
Well, I mean, is for them, the show, like, that's the best part, just like having them involved, you know?
Yeah, and being there with them and having them sing your songs to you, does that get weird yet? Is that something you get used to?
Well, it wasn't weird until today watching the videos. I was like, dude, because I wasn't just focused on anything at all, just the video, and it was just crazy. I was like, wow, they were literally all singing.
It was a crazy show last night at the Roxy. Again, I want to thank Trevor Daniel for hanging out tonight. And we're going to play your song Falling, which I want to get into and kind of the sort of roller coaster of the story with this record. But also, you're hanging out tonight, so I did some research. One of your future maybe collaborators you would like to work with, Dua Lipa, fan of hers.
I love her.
How long have you been a fan of Dua Lipa, and what like brought you in?
Dude, I guess it's been a couple years. I just love her melodies, and her voice is just powerful. And then she's super consistent. It's almost like every time she drops a song, like, you know it's going to be fire.
And
when this song started, I looped it.
Over and over.
Over and over.
Let's make this happen. Dua Lipa, if you're listening right now, let's do a collaboration with Trevor Daniel in the future. Would it be like a dance record, you think?
Man, whatever the vibe is.
Whatever the vibe is. All right, Trevor Daniel in studio tonight. One Kiss. It's okay, Trevor Daniel feeling it tonight in the studio. It's 97.1 Amp Radio. From a sold-out show last night at the Roxy to hanging out tonight. Singer, songwriter, producer, but not from Los Angeles.
Nope.
No, you grew up in Texas.
Who is from Los Angeles?
Really, no,
like
I'm not from
so
Los
far.
Angeles. Yeah, you'll find a few around the station. But no, I mean, you've been here about a year or so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, growing up in Texas, were you always doing music?
Yeah. I mean, I was always doing music, but I had other things distracting me.
I was going to say sports. Were you like big into sports?
Really, really into it, yeah.
Well,
like football.
Football?
Yeah.
Wow, what position were you in football?
Played halfback and like switched throughout, middle linebacker, like defensive end.
Was there a chance you're like, all right, I'm going to be pro, NFL, here we go, and music, I'm going to put that to the side?
No, not music to the side, actually. I had this thing in my head I was going to do both, but I'm sure they're really busy, and I know for sure now that this is a really busy thing too. So
no, it's a really busy thing because you're working on new projects here in Los Angeles. You're working on an album.
Yep.
That we're putting together.
Mm-hmm.
How far along are you on an album?
I'm turning it in this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this going to be different from the EPs that you've put out?
It's very new. It's refreshing.
How new and refreshing, Trevor Daniel?
I'm really, really happy with where it's moving to. And it still keeps a lot of the original elements of everything people love and what I've done, and a bunch of new stuff too. Things that I've always wanted to try that now I can try because I can get in the room with all these crazy talented people that I've always wanted to work with, and I'm getting that opportunity now. So it's really cool because we can just make stuff.
And I mean, are you able to do stuff differently from kind of that melodic, very personal relationships is what you kind of cover, and are you going to branch off from that, or will it be an extension of that?
Well, I thought so at first, and then, had a relationship and really just want that, I don't know, I just made a whole album about
Relationship? Last year?
Yeah.
Was it a good year or a bad year?
It was both.
Both, okay.
But not really bad, but, basically you can hear my headspace changing. And that's, the good, the bad, the yes.
That's all we need to hear. Trevor Daniel hanging out tonight, and you're also helping us DJ Post Malone. What does he mean to you as an artist?
I mean, he's from Texas, and he's just dope, and his melodies are hard. So,
is he someone you would like to work with?
That'd be really sick.
Have you reached out to him at all?
No. It's weird reaching out.
Are you a fan of Bud Light like he is?
I do like
Olive Garden. You a fan of Olive Garden as well?
Dude, turn out the breadsticks.
Oh, love it. It's Amp Radio. It is a party tonight in the studio. It's 97.1 Amp Radio. We got cake.
We got the cake.
We got Trevor Daniel. Had a sold-out show last night at the Roxy and made time to come to the studio tonight. This is actually your first on-air, in-studio interview.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We were actually
Thanks
just talking. We were
ways.
all sharing stories of piercings and some bad stories with piercings. You actually had one of yours ripped off your ear.
Yeah, recently.
What happened?
Christmas sweaters, man. Those things.
They are dangerous.
They like to yank on things.
They do.
Yeah, I just ripped it out.
So you were just caught off guard. Were you hugging a friend or
I was
going to
hugging
see
my
what's up to a
friend.
friend?
She had this grandma sweater on that I don't know why anyone would wear. First of all, I roast her about it all the time. And it's just oh, man, it just ripped it out.
Did it leave a big mark in your ear?
Oh, yeah. You want to see it? I'll show you after.
We can show. Okay,
yeah.
we'll put it on Instagram stories,
okay.
and you can get close with Trevor Daniel. Speaking of holidays, Valentine's Day is 2 days away.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a big fan of Valentine's Day?
It depends.
If you're in a relationship, I guess.
Or
I mean, you can be single and have just as much fun.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't care. I like them. I like Valentine's Day, I guess.
Are you one to plan out a big date, or would you just like to keep it low key type of thing?
If I like her, I'll go hard for it. Just depends, I guess.
Is there anyone that you like that you might do something with, possibly?
Yeah. There's a girl who I've been talking to. Actually, it's the same girl I wrote "Falling About."
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you're kind of talking back with her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
cool.
okay. It goes back and forth.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. She's a real one. So she's been there from the jump.
Did she ever talk about the fact that you did write a song, "Falling," and now that you guys kind of are talking again, is that a big deal to her? Is that something she just kind of is great, thank you, but I'm moving on. Let's make our next chapter type of thing?
No, not really. I mean, she doesn't really talk about it. I think she knows about it for sure. We've talked about it before, but it's not a consistent topic or anything. But I bet she thinks about it. The song's blowing up and it's about me.
And you know what? We're actually that's a perfect time. We're going to play "Falling" in about 6 minutes. We're going to talk about the madness and how you're taking over the world with this record. Right now, Arizona Zervis on Amp Radio.
Hell yeah.
Yes, it is. Every weeknight at 9, we are bringing you the newest and freshest music. Before it's on your playlist, find it on Hear This. And tonight we have been talking with Trevor Daniel.
Yo.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Dude.
Sold out show last night at the Roxy. You have been busy in the studio working on a record.
Yep.
You said it's in the final stages.
Mm-hmm. Very, very final stages.
What does that mean? So when do we get it?
I can't say.
Possibly.
Can't tell you. Sorry.
At least 2020 this year.
I'll tell you next time I'm here.
Next time you're here. We're going to make that happen next time you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just talk about the roller coaster ride that has been Falling. This was a song you released 2 years ago.
2018. October 2018.
And then about a year ago, it's on TikTok.
I I don't really know officially when it got on TikTok.
How did you find out? Did a
My
friend call and was like, "Yo, your song is just blowing up everywhere on TikTok"?
Well, I guess in like November, my friend just came over and she was like, "Hey, have you seen what's happening on TikTok? It's kind of crazy." And you know, I'd been locked in on the album, so I hadn't been paying attention to anything in the world.
Right.
And yeah, I downloaded TikTok again, and just like.
So we have
crazy.
you have the app. You have not posted anything yet. You're gonna wait for that first monumental post on TikTok.
Yeah, I want to wait till the album drops, but like, I'm just super. I love.
Are there
TikTok.
times you've almost made something and you're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it, and then you're like, no, don't do it yet.
The album dropping is kind of the excuse of why I haven't, because I definitely tried for like 4 hours one day to make a TikTok. But now I have one in my head. Actually, it's saved in my phone. So,
all right, well, follow Trevor Daniel on TikTok because we're going to wait for that first post. But let's talk about Falling. We're going to play the record right now. But what inspired this track?
Just like the back and forth in my head. Like, I had a kind of weird relationship with this girl before, like a while back, and then like I met this other girl at driving school like 2 weeks after the other girl and I broke up. And yeah, I was
like casually talking at school,
at driving school.
At driving school,
she was like writing all over my little.
Is this to get your ID?
I'm sorry.
Or was this like to get your ID, or did you guys get like traffic tickets and you had to go to school?
It was to get our permits.
Oh, the permits.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was a minute ago. Originally, you know, yeah.
And that's the story.
That's pretty much it.
Let's get right into it. Tonight, Trevor Daniel hanging out in studio. Sold out show last night at the Roxy. This is Falling on 97.1 Amp Radio.